Talk to us about the value proposition at Salesforce right now. From your perspective, Rebecca, are they offering the right kind of offerings at the right price point with the right focus on margin?
Sure, Caroline. Thanks for having me today. So Salesforce got the timing right with Data Cloud, right? Just as everyone recognizes that data and metadata is actually what makes AI work, they've got Data Cloud out in production. And they're doing a lot today from a penetration perspective, offering credits to customers to get out there and start to adopt Data Cloud so they can start to experience the benefits of AI. Salesforce has some runway in other areas as well. And I think what we've seen too in the past years, they've pushed to improve efficiency and improve margins, is offerings like the AWS marketplace and other more self-service things that should help them keep their cost of sales under control as well.
It's interesting whenever I hear, for example, marketing coming my way from a Salesforce, it's always about the safety, the using of your own proprietary data here. And that seems to be the sale from Snowflake too. But sticking with Salesforce, ultimately, what's your view on whether the incumbents win in this space? The fact that they've already got the deals with so many of these corporates, that they're going to be the ones that win out these AI offerings, or whether these challenges that are coming up and being VC-backed can make some big inroads?
You know, it's interesting that you asked that, Caroline, because we just did a study asking people about whom they would trust with their AI. And what we found was that it wasn't necessarily those established vendors. Buyers were more likely to trust AI solutions that came back from organizations that had traceable data and clear ethics and privacy policies, not necessarily an established vendor. So there's still a lot of room for innovators out there.
This is how I think about AI and Salesforce, right? AI means they can charge more. They're more expensive premium products. It adds value to what they already do. That did not show up in their numbers. Do you agree with that?
I would agree with that, but I think too what we're seeing is a penetration strategy for Data Cloud today as customers need to make that leap into it. So you see with the new Marketing Cloud offering where they get Data Cloud credits. They're going to work on building that up in true Salesforce fashion, get them to try and get excited about it, and then really be able to turn on the switch.
Oh, we know all about true Salesforce fashion. But here's the reality. There's a company that grew mid 20% range every year for a decade, and it's going the wrong way. Snowflake had a sharp deceleration in its growth last year. It's not giving us evidence that it's turning around. What's your conclusion on the corporate enterprise spending environment based on the results that those companies gave?
Well, I think Snowflake made it pretty clear when they said this is recovery, not rebound. We're looking at a new era and correcting on the software space. I do think Salesforce has some runway with its other products like Slack. There's still a big revenue opportunity there that they haven't quite tapped.
Okay, so we have a change of leadership at Snowflake. Does that excite you?
The market never likes a surprise change in CEOs, right? But I think, too, Frank was brought in to grow at a certain point, just like he did with ServiceNow. Sridhar is a different person. As we look at Snowflake moving from just cloud storage to more of an AI company, certainly Sridhar has the chops and the experience that make him a good person in that spot.